Hi everyone, this is Revolt Classic. It's one of those old school racing games. Effectively you're a little remote control car and you've got to navigate your way around the various maps. You've got the Mario Kart thing going on in the sense that you can pick up power-ups, which include weapons and speed boosts and so on. The game is very well converted across onto Android and the frame rate's absolutely great on the Galaxy S4. It's a really fun game, but quite difficult. As with a lot of the old classic titles, you're going to find this a bit of a challenge at the best of times. It takes some practice, especially when you've got various power-ups flying around as well. The power-ups are on those. And then we can tap over here to drop our power-up. Woo! Flip that guy. And as you can see, you don't have to stick to the road. In fact, there's a great deal of benefit in going slightly off-road around the courses to try and pick up some positions, etc. Certainly, when you're coming in tight into some of the corners, good idea to try and cut them if you can. Grab some position. But a really nice title. I say, the graphics are really nicely done. Maybe not the most beautiful looking, but a really solid frame rate, and that's much more important. Oh god, bowling ball. Ooh! Just got slapped by something. Come on. Oh, there we go. But yeah, the game originally came out as a paid-for title on Android, and this weekend the price has disappeared on it. It's now free to play. Fantastic. It does now have some advertising in there instead, but you know, good on the developers for making the game free to play anyway. It certainly, I don't think, would have been a bad thing if they'd maybe held some of the cars back or something and charged for them as an in-app purchase and still made the game free to play. I think it's probably not the best move these days trying to release any game for, you know, from an Android perspective at a fairly premium price. If your title's going to be £1 or something, fair enough. But you know, free to play means people will download it and play it. And you know, if you do your in-app purchases right, I think people will be more than happy to part with a few quid for this. Each race is quite long. Takes a fair while to get through, and we may not go all the way through this race just for time's sake, but it's a very good title. I've certainly played worse races, and like I say, the frame rate holds up very nicely. But I really need to pick up some positions here, don't I? Ooh, you see how easy it is to sometimes come a cropper just by falling off a curb and landing on your roof. It's enough to do you in. I honestly can't remember where this game was originally released. I don't recall it being an Amiga title, so it might be an older PC game. But say, it's a very nice conversion. I just can't remember where I originally played it. But I think that gives you a pretty good flavour for what Revolt Classic is all about. And certainly, as I say, it now being a free title up on the Play Store, no excuse for not giving this old classic a try. So what are you waiting for? Go on.